shout, and then I'll see what happens in the next video. Something else might break, I don't know yet. Hello boys. I fucked up. Last video, I can't remember how it ended now. Something about not breaking something, wasn't it? It lasted 2 Silverstone, and then it lasted 5 laps on track, and it went bang, big time. So you called it out actually on the way up, didn't you? You said that there was smoke coming from under the engine, but I just sprayed the intercooler, and I thought it was just spray paint flaking off the intercooler because obviously it's silver. Turns out the engine was failing. So yeah, you want to come with me? Shall I show you what's happened?
Let's have a look.
Come on. So this is the state of the race car now. I didn't actually record anything because it was just like, I don't even know, it was just a rush. It was like, right, let's get this engine out and figure out what the hell's happened. And right, bring GoPro here. So you see these lines here? They're all supposed to be even, but if you look at cylinder 2 to 3, this is kind of ovaled out and closed this gap. I'll nick this quick. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on there. There's a crack here, and just underneath, oh shit, what are we looking at? There's a hole there. So, I think that's what's happened. I've cracked a liner and put a hole in the liner, and you can't see cylinder 4 because we've moved the pistons again, but cylinder 4 is also destroyed. These 2 cylinders, cylinder 1 and 2, is fine, which was quite surprising considering what cylinder, I can't remember which cylinder it was that had all the coolant on top of it when we took the spark plugs out. Oh, it was 3. I'll insert the video of what happened when we decided to crank it with all the coolant in there, because that's quite funny. But considering 3 and 4 is the most damaged out of all of the cylinders, we're guessing it's a heating issue, especially because it's the furthest away from the water pump. I've shown like what's happened in terms of the car, but I forgot to actually explain like what was happening from my perspective on track. I was out at 9:40, I think. 9:40 was my session. It was a bit rushed, wasn't it? Because we had to get there, set up, have a briefing. I was only going out just to have a bit of fun, to be honest. I wasn't going out to like shit on anyone or anything like that. I just wanted a bit of a dick about session, which was what my aim was. It was a hot day. I was 3 laps in, and my water temps went up to 110, I think 112, and I was like, nah, I don't like that. So I backed off, let the car cool down. It got to, I think a lap later it went down to like 94, and I was like, yeah, no, that's sweet. I literally just booted it up the next straight, and by the end of that straight it was like 118, nearly 120, and I was like, nah, this ain't right. So as I come down towards Brooklands, which is the last corner before the pits, as if you've driven on there, you'll know where the pits are. I was cooling down anyway on the way back, just coasting that straight, and then as I downshifted coming into that corner, I just heard bang, just a huge plume of smoke, whole car cut out. I'm sitting there going, shit, I've just killed it. How am I going to get home? Because if you know me, I'm from Kent. Silverstone is 3 hours away. It literally died. A huge plume of white smoke. I was like, yeah, it's dead. Like, I don't know what to do now. So I coasted it into the pits. Lads, the marshals, managed to push me back into the waiting area, and then annoyingly I phoned Jade, I phoned my mates. No one believed me that I blew it up, because every time I have crash detection I'd say I blew it up, so it's like a bit like boy who cried wolf, really. Yeah, no one believed me, and then I was like, no, look, you see that plume of smoke, that's my car, it's dead. And then everyone came down. A lot of the Slam Sheds guys gave us a hand pushing the car back. I was made to push the car, and Jordan sat in the driver's seat, fucking prick, because I wasn't allowed. I blew it up, I had to push it. And then, yeah, we got it recovered to yours, didn't we, for a few weeks, and then got it recovered back to Ashford from the big man, Joe. What a gem. Drove it all the way on the back of his van to Kent. I won't say where we actually are. To Kent, bless him. And then now it's here and rotting. And then while I try and wait for the right project to come up for me to go and buy. But
right, hello boys, it's been a while. The last clip that was just shown, I think, was about September time. Fucking long time ago. Granted, I could have put the rest of this video together and brought it out sooner, but I can't lie, I've been busy. Obviously, the last thing you saw in this video was the Fiesta's going, it's all gone peak tong, like, I'm getting a new toy, all this shit. Long story short, that's not happening, and that's what's been going on over the last few months. So I'm going to try and speed run it before I get to the unit, so one, you don't get bored shitless, and I can still catch you up to speed. So at the time, I thought, Fiesta's going, I'm going to break it for parts. I even put up, it took me a week to decide if I'm going to do it, but I even put up a Instagram post outlining everything that's for sale, the car's going, blah blah blah, and a lot of lads came and bought some bits. I thought the build's over, I'm going to get something that I can drive every day but still track, still build, still have a good laugh in. A few days later I went to pick up, or fucking hell, that's peak. A few weeks after that post, I went to go look at a car. I went to put down a deposit on said car, but I said to the bloke, I was like, look, check with my missus, because we're trying to save for a house and shit. So I'll check with her first. If she's happy, I'm happy, we'll go ahead with it. I get home, and I'm not joking when I say this, I get home, and about 15 minutes after I get home from looking at this car and having my heart set on it and selling parts from the Fiesta, everything like that, a certain lad known as Tristan from Bentley Salvage or Piranha Race Developments messaged me, said, yo, are you still looking for an engine? And I was like, potentially. We came to a deal. He's an absolute legend for sorting me out this engine, and I pretty much bought it, which is now sat in front of the Fiesta along with some other parts. So when I get to the unit, I'll show you everything that has been bought for the Fiesta, but my aim this year was to start going a little bit more balls out on it. The things on it were very generic parts, and I want to change that. And my dream since I was a toddler, I wanted a full-blown race car, and that's partly what swayed my mind away from the car I was going to get to keeping the Fiesta, because at the end of the day, you might also tell I'm in a different car as it is. This is my new daily. Once I've got the Fiesta videos done, I will do a full video on this beautiful daily I've just bought. This thing's fucking awesome. Like, I'll give you a little teaser now. It's a Beamer, obviously. It's an F31 330D M Sport Estate, and it's awesome. It does everything I want, and this will be daily / tow car. I'm still going to play with it because you can't have a stock car, but the Fiesta's my priority, so that's all going to get done first. But I will release a video on this properly once the important bits are out of the way, and to me the Fiesta's the most important bit. So we're on our way to the unit now, and I'll basically show everything that's been going on over the last few months. It's been flat out crazy, and you'll see what I mean by the time I get to the unit. When I tell you we've been busy, my hairline's gone into a 5-back, fucking hate. When I tell you we've been busy, we've been busy. have new engine. It's a JTJB model, 50,000 miles, kindly sent over from Bentley. Already fitted catch can. Also found one of these, which is an AC condenser, I'm pretty sure you call them, off eBay. Managed to gut it so it's lighter. So hopefully, I haven't done one of these before, but I cut it, I split it, gutted all the interior out, saved a shitload of weight. Hopefully, this is good. Or massive thanks to Aidan. He has sent me some AST, pretty sure they're the 5100s. But, come around here, I've already fitted the fronts, just vaguely as a test fit, because we've still got to connect drive shafts and everything, so it's a vague fit therein. These fully adjustable. These are the rears, so they're a true coilover, because if you know the Fiesta ones, they're separate. Very excited to try these daily. This puppy you might recognise. I sold this to Tony when I thought I was breaking the Fiesta. So I sold that crossover to Tony when I thought the Fiesta was going. Tony's, a couple months later, unfortunately, started dying. So there's a lot of things that come from Tony's white ST. So, and that Big Pony crossover is one of them, which Big Pony, it's got to live. Also have, thanks to Gareth from Stealthworks, lovely S280. And then also from Tony, a new oil cooler, as of which the housing is already changed and set up, ready for the new lines when the engine goes in. And there's also one more thing I need to go and get because I forgot it. Let's put it out. We also have injectors out of a Range Rover SVR V8, ready to pair with that when they go for mapping. So I've got these off eBay. These are the part numbers. Do not modify, get it up. So yeah, these are going to be all done when their car goes for mapping, which I'll be recording when we go up and see very in particular Gareth. This is the current state of inside the car. And it looks really shit and really complicated, but in actual fact all I've done is taken the dash out, and obviously there is where your heater controls are. That's been completely gutted out for weight, and then all these cables and wires here are kind of just going to get tidied up and tucked behind the dash, because I don't want to cut anything that then stops the car from turning on, because I haven't done too much. There's not a lot of research for what happens with what cables you, well, what wires you can disconnect, what ones you can't, or anything like that. Tony has kindly lent me this stock shifter just to turn the car on for now, because I stupidly sold my cooler works. Still need to do a lot on the inside, but the main thing is it's nearly ready to turn on. That's basically where we are with the Fiesta project. It's taken me a while to kind of accumulate all the bits. You know, I'm doing this off my own back at the moment. Yeah, it's taken me a while, but we're getting there. And obviously the Fiesta blew up back in August, and I could have, you know, just banged a new engine in it, kept the same turbo, kept the same setup, and cracked on like that, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to, you know, if I'm going to rebuild it, I want to properly rebuild this. New suspension, new turbo. There's going to be new wheels coming when they're ready, when I'm ready to get new wheels. So yeah, there's still going to be, it's not done. There's nowhere near done. We've got so much more to do, but I thought now's the right time to pick up the GoPro again and carry on recording. So there's a big, if everything turns up that I've ordered, required to put the engine back in, if everything turns up this week, I'm hoping there's going to be a pretty cool video be in the making this weekend. So if you're intrigued about the Fiesta, you want to see it get built, you want to see it running again, you want to see it out on track this year, yeah, keep your eyes out, because if everything goes to plan, which with cars it doesn't, but if everything goes to plan, this weekend I'll be doing a 2-part video of getting that engine in, getting it built, and getting the car running again for the first time in 6 months, which is, I don't even know how I'm going to feel when that fires up for the first time again.